Hello everybody, welcome back. We have another spotlight today for the Stasis subclass. Today we got the Titan, also known as Behemoth, for the Stasis subclass. So we're starting off with a picture. Let's go and check this out. Titan Behemoth crashed like an avalanche. Behemoths are high offense and high defense, creating solid stasis crystals to provide cover or platforms from which to leap. During the super, Behemoths can jump higher, faster, and farther, with unlimited melee energy and high damage mitigation. Glacial Quake. Behemoths compel stasis energy to attach to their body, covering themselves in the frozen darkness, forming a stasis gauntlet on one hand, increasing the damage resistance in the process. Okay, so it's basically another form of striker, it seems like. Shiver Strike. The Behemoth summons a stateless gauntlet and lunges forward with explosive speed, smashing through anything in their way. Upon reaching their target, they unleash a devastating jab, as sends their foe careening. Is that how you say careening? Backwards while slowing nearby enemies. Ground control. The Behemoth slams their gauntlet into the ground, sending out tremors of powerful stasis energy that leaves crystals in their wake and freezes all enemies in the vicinity. Okay. If you didn't see already, you may have seen it on my channel or on Twitter or someone else. We did get some actual gameplay of this super. Whenever they revealed it quite a while ago, this was cut out from the initial reveal. I think it was Gamescom. Yeah, Gamescom. It was cut off in the initial reveal, but we actually saw gameplay of how this will be like in the game. Go check it out if you haven't already. Welcome to this edition in our series of Spotlight articles, where we're examining Stasis via each of the three Guardian classes in Destiny 2. Last time we featured the Warlock Shadebinder. Go check that out if you haven't already uploaded that as well. That was 2 days ago, I think. Titan, Smash. Two things that simply go hand in hand. There are a few combat situations in Destiny 2 that can't be solved, or at least made better, by a quick Titan punch to the face. When Beyond Light releases this November, Guardians who prefer the Titan class will discover a new subset of stasis powers that allow them to harness the power in darkness. And yes, Fisticuffs will be part of it, but it's not the entire story. It talks a little bit about what the subclasses actually are. Behemoth can use their stasis ability defensively, create crystalline walls to block enemies and gunfire, or use crystals to freeze enemies. The Titan Behemoth can unleash a powerful melee attack known as the Shiver Strike, which we saw up here, the one on the top right. Here the Titan lunges forward, launched by a stasis explosion at their feet to propel them towards an enemy. While in midair, they summon a stasis gauntlet that covers their wrist and then slam into their foe, sending them careening backwards. Did I already read that one? I don't know. But look at, I mean, that looks pretty cool. From what we saw in the gameplay of this super, it did look pretty cool, as well as you get a lot of super energy. Like, it seems like it lasted a lot longer than even the striker. You could do maybe like 6 slams and you'll still have maybe half of your energy. It's crazy. The Behemoth Super Glacial Quake begins with a Titan forming a mighty gauntlet on their fist. They can then slam the gauntlet into the ground, sending out shockwaves that form stasis crystal which freezes nearby enemies. And I'm guessing that's what it looks like. Man, just the effects and the look of stasis is just so cool to me. One thing they did say, it's not ice, but they keep saying words and giving names and descriptions that is basically ice. I don't get what they mean by that. And we get a little bit of a picture down here. If frozen enemies are the bowling pins, think of the Titan Behemoth during the Glacial Quake Super as a bowling ball, able to instantly shatter enemies as they sprint or slide through them. Ooh, okay. Running amok in a crowd of bad guys and shattering them like a perfect 10-pin strike is a fine strategy, but there's a degree of subtlety there too, if you want it. You can cancel out of the slide movement into a massive stasis-powered leap, only to cancel that just at the right moment and direct the Behemoth downward into a devastating slam. So you have some combinations you can do with the super. Alright, looking at aspects and fragments. For aspect, fragment slots, looks like 2. A petrified grip, Grasping for something once held but now lost. Your hands create power from nothing. Ooh, okay. So whenever you create a crystal, if you shatter it, it creates a stasis shard. The shard grants melee energy when picked up by you and your allies. Okay, so it's like dropping orbs of light, but it's only regaining your melee energy whenever you shatter a crystal. That's actually, you know, not that bad. Now looking at some fragments, still only have 3 rows. I think on the Warlock we saw 4. Slow down your, slow from your abilities lasts longer. For those abilities that linger, the duration will also increase. Ooh, okay. And you get an additional strength. But it also says, okay, never mind. That might just be from another fragment that he has currently equipped. Probably this one right here gives him extra resilience, while this one gives him extra strength. That's probably what it's coming from. But this is actually a pretty good one. Enemies stay slower for longer, and if there's a damage over time, that also lasts longer. So that could actually be pretty good. Next week we'll go deeper into Stasis, but we'll look at the third and final subclass, the Hunter Revenant. Now the Revenant, I'm pretty curious about, because from what we saw from the gameplay, the extended gameplay from Gamescom, it's pretty interesting. They have like a tornado that can deal damage over time. Their super is like they throw knives that bounce off and freeze enemies, and like a ice field it kind of look like, as well as I think they also have the big wall, like they like throw down a grenade, it creates a big wall. What else did I see? Whenever you like have your throwing knives, they bounce off the walls. I don't know if they have tracking, like maybe a little bit of aim assist, but they just bounce off the walls, and that seemed pretty cool as well. But yeah, how do you make the quickest class even more deadly? By slowing down everything around them. Oh, rip Crucible, dude. So yeah, that'll be, I think, next Tuesday for next reset, whenever they'll show us the Hunter, and you know, we'll check it out then. We'll see if there's anything new, and hopefully we can get some more info on just overall what it's gonna look like, and even more later on. So thank you for watching. It's gonna be a quick video, but you know, I thought I may as well check out all the subclasses. I'm gonna be maining a Warlock myself. I've always been a main Warlock, and I'm pretty excited about it, because Warlocks seem pretty weak in their supers, honestly, at least to me. So hopefully this one bring back some power. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.